It's past 6. It's just a break of dawn. Daylight's going to commence, and so this journey will commence, inshallah, a 5-hour, 14.4 mile walk, inshallah, from my ends to Wood Green. Yeah, so every heart deserves to be. Every heart deserves to be. Can't do the goofy accent, but you get the gist. Currently at my first checkpoint, Greenford. Let's see if I can. First checkpoint. On to the second one, Sudbury Hill, walking up north. Let's do this. Oh, one was on the metro today. Probably wondering why I'm doing a 5-hour walk. Well, to be honest, I have to give shout outs to Nadir and Zach Bender because their wacky idea of going to Sweden just inspired me to do something. So one idea that came to mind was to do a road to a final, whereby, based on the theme, or based on the notion that obviously Morocco are going to be playing against Algeria, which are a match that's part of a tournament organised by the London North Africans. And I thought, you know what, why not do a walk from there? I've done walks from my house to Labid Grove before, 7 miles, it's not bad. So why not stretch it? Get some exercise. Haven't done exercise in a long time, haven't been in the gym too long time. Do something like that. Walking seems to be the easiest way to get to be active for me. I mean, I can't cycle. Like, I'm still baffled how Bendif, Amar, Arwa and Manel, Tabarakallah alayhum, how, mashallah, they did 26 miles. How you can cycle 26 miles. That's mad. You know what 26 miles is? I think that's like half of the that's, I think, most of the North Circular. Yeah, I think that's roughly the North Circular. 25 miles is mad. It's like from my house, it's 25 miles, is all the way to Ilford, or even more further. That's mad. That's props to them, man. Oh my God. I can't do that, so I picked something that was relatively practical for me, and it's something I can, inshallah, complete. So that's the thing that came behind it. The pajama was just to add to it, because I felt like walking was a bit light work, especially you could be chilling at that. And then the fasting was the fact that I could be easily taking the mick out of the challenge. Oh, cars are coming. Mick out of the challenge, in that I could just be chilling, stopping, you know, as I go past coffee shops and that stuff, which I think defeats the purpose of the task, because, you know, the task has to be arduous and challenging. You're just going to be sitting down doing nothing and then taking breaks and then going where you want to go. I think that's my opinion, that's my philosophy on it. So I just wanted to do a challenge that was challenging, a bit out there, and then goofy was just goofy. I mean, as I said, I'm not really a big fan of Disney, but it's what I could find within the time constraints. So alhamdulillah, or something under my, yeah, it's a twig under my leg, under my shoe, I mean, not under my leg. But yeah, so alhamdulillah, yeah, it's so far so good. We're just approaching Sudbury Hill, so alhamdulillah. I actually haven't shown a image of me and Goofy, so I'll get you. So Goofy, what do you think of the challenge? I can't do the accent, so forgive me, but from a bird's eye view position, I think he's enjoying it. Teeth stuck out, he looks hungry, looks eager, so yeah, that's Goofy's view, isn't it? Yeah, I'm putting a body on because it's actually freezing. I think it's 5 degrees. But it should get warmer throughout the day, so I'll unzip it so that people can see the bit of the orange. Although I think they can see the orange from the sleeves and the cyan from the trousers. So yeah, it looks like I've just gone AWOL, haven't I? A mental guy's just gone AWOL, but you just see it as a book day kind of thing that you do in primary school. That's how I try and get by it. Ooh, yeah. So it's not bad. I'm enjoying it. Not gonna lie, a bit tired. I had 2 cups of coffee. I was about to sleep, and I obviously did one of my tasks. The first task was to stay up all night till Fajr. So yeah, I had 2 cups of coffee, and the coffee is really kicking in. I can feel it in my heart, to be honest. But alhamdulillah, it's fine. I can't be complaining. Yeah, so far so good. Goofy seems to be enjoying it, happy as ever. So yeah, goofy as ever rather. So yeah, let's do this. Approaching Sudbury Hill, second checkpoint in 2 minutes. Ground sign, that means it's a checkpoint. I'm currently at Sudbury Hill, just going past Sudbury Hill station onwards to the next checkpoint. That's North Wembley, straight up, and then on my first right down Sudbury Court Drive. Should be there within 20 minutes, inshallah. That's checkpoint 3, just past checkpoint 2. Making it sound like an announcement, you know, very formal. Yeah, just basically past second checkpoint, Sudbury Hill. I think it's around 6:30 now, so alhamdulillah, maintaining a consistent rhythm. Yeah, I'm not going to exert myself too much till the end. I think then I'll start pacing it. That's the tactic from me. You know, footballistically, it's like playing cautious defensively and then final 10 minutes on the all-out attack. So, thank you. You know what I'm tempted to do because of the looks? I'm just tempted to like try and diffuse the situation, unwittingly make the situation more awkward by giving them like a kind of like very psychotic, slow, deliberate hello kind of thing. But I realize that some people might not understand that, might be antagonized and aggrieved by it, might intimidate them, but a lot of them are looking as they're commuting, so at least it's boosting morale. Just see it like that, innit? Boosting your morale on the morning commute. Everybody hates Mondays, right? You can see it, but that's Wembley Stadium. So we are approaching our next checkpoint soon. That is North Wembley. That's in Wembley Stadium in Wembley Park, but just, I think, just over a mile apart from each other. So, yeah, fun, touristic, geographical insight there that you can take to the bank. Look at that devastation from yesterday's last 3 wins. But alhamdulillah, I didn't go out yesterday. I mean, Jurgen Klopp has a very fair point. Imagine going out yesterday in the win. I don't think I'll be able to move. I don't think I'll be able to secure that result. Anyways, we're just approaching to North Wembley now. That's the 3rd checkpoint. And I think the 4th one is Neasden. I'm not sure. I have to check the map. But yeah. Yeah, alhamdulillah, so far so good. Keeping it slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, obviously. So yeah, that's the tactic for now, and then a final push, final exertion at the end, inshallah. Yeah, this is it's very quiet, you know. I thought it was going to be busy at this time. It's just past 7, if I'm right. Yeah, just an hour in. So yeah, it's quiet. Maybe people don't have 9 years, maybe they have 5 AMs, innit? I don't know. Yeah. Just going up this bridge. North Wembley underneath. Got the overground ting and the underground ting. Best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. Brimming in the sun's horizon. Yeah, that's that. Just walking up this hill. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Tickety boo. That's checkpoint 3 past. Gonna have to now consult with my map to see where's my next checkpoint. So I don't think I'm gonna go straight down. That's Wembley Stadium, by the way. To Alperton. I think Alperton is straight down. So yeah, I don't know. Is this Eden Road? Actually, yeah. Don't think so. Looks like it. Yeah. So checkpoint 3. Tick. The hat trick in the bag. Let's go for the 4th one, shall we? Yeah. I decided to avoid, you know, I was planning to go through Wood Lane, which would then take me to Cool Oak Lane, which would be via Woodford Park. I decided to avoid going through parks because I see there are shortcuts. So basically, not cheating, but you know, I want to add to the challenge, make it as difficult as possible. So I'm decided to go through main roads. So I'm going, instead of going through the park here in the dotted black, I'm going up B454 to Kingsbury Green and then to Kingsbury Road and A5 all the way down. That's an extra 3.5 miles. So yeah, why it's adding challenge last minute. It just you know, adds to the thrill, adds to the suspense, innit? Gets your adrenaline boosted. So why not? Currently on my way to Hendon for the next checkpoint. That will be checkpoint 4 and 5. Hendon, the National Rail, and then Hendon Central, the Underground Tube Station, 4 and 5 respectively. Going via the main roads rather than the parks. So 3 extra miles. Let's do it. Goofy update then where we are. We're at Hendon Rail Station. and that's checkpoint number 4. Checkpoint number 5 is Hendon Central, so it's just half a mile from here. So Goofy and I, we're gonna march on straight. See you in a bit. Checkpoint 5 in the bag, over halfway. Let's do this. Hendon Central. An update on the trek. Goofy has a message to say. Basically, we're going down this road called Bell Lane in Hendon, and it's going to take us all the way to the North Circular Road. So that's going to be a tasty encounter with the North Circular Road. See them cars whizzing by, distracted, alarmed by my attire. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. Although I've been privileged. Alhamdulillah. I've enjoyed every second of this so far. Alhamdulillah. An absolute blessing. Please donate, please share. Every heart deserves a beat, and every heart will beat. Let's do this, people. Come on. It on their backs or on their shoulders, on their frail shoulders, all the way back home. Alhamdulillah, this is a blessing and an absolute privilege to this walk. Girls in Asia and Africa having to wake up early, 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning even, to walk 10 miles just to fetch water, just get some water, and then carries, but yeah, it gives you the drive, the inspiration, the motivation to carry on. Alhamdulillah, makes me deep life, man. Wallah, these walks, man. Makes me deep life. People, they're young. At times, your legs start to wobble, give way. But listening to the Quran keeps your heart firm, focuses your mind, it gives you the drive, puts you up. Goofy, he's flashlight. Oh, he's flashlight. Checkpoint 6. Oh yeah. Yeah, checkpoint 6. 65% of the way done. On to Muswell Hill. Checkpoint 7. Muswell Hill. Lovely place, to say. On to number 8. Alexandra Palace. Point 8. Alexandra Palace. Beautiful park. Actually, it's the first time I've ever been here. There's always a first time for everything. Beautiful, absolutely splendid. The weather's resplendent as well. I think it's that museum or whatever. Absolutely wavy stuff. MashaAllah. Lovely place. On to checkpoint 9, the station. And then checkpoint 10. New River Sports Stadium. The road to the final is coming at a close. Checkpoint 9, Alexandra Palace National Rail Station. One more checkpoint to go. Well, the final checkpoint for the end to the road to the final. People, we've done it. We are here. New River Sports Stadium. It has been wow, I can't describe the walk. It's been absolutely grueling, but absolutely fulfilling at the same time, honestly. Yes, I pushed myself to the limit, not fasting and not sleeping and doing extra miles and not going through parks and alleyways or whatnot. But honestly, it's worth every minute of it. I've honestly saved it. I've absolutely enjoyed it. My legs are dead, you know, so somebody insert my leg from SpongeBob, but other than that, alhamdulillah, I feel fine. I feel revitalized, I feel reinvigorated. It's been a fantastic experience. Honestly, got to explore places I've never been to in my life. You know, that's nice. That's something to go on my own personal bucket list. But tick it off. But yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just been a fantastic experience. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate everyone's support, kind comments, the love. Really appreciate it. It really got me going. Especially at the end when my legs were absolutely dead, literally. I think they're worse than Zach Bendiff's crunch and tackle spins, even though I haven't really experienced them. I've been told how bad they are. But yeah, the most important thing is that this was done for charity, for Little Hearts, for people, for kids born with congenital heart defects, and your contributions and your support and your sharing and your means of communication, your good words, is going to help contribute saving a life. SubhanAllah, it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful thing that you guys have done, and you are the true heroes. You have saved a life. It's like as if you saved mankind. And honestly, I couldn't have done it without you. I've done nothing, honestly. All praise goes to my Lord. For anything that's good and anything that's bad, it's on me and the shaitan. But I have to give credit to you people for your donations, for your contributions, for your moving words, your kind messages. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm just overwhelmed by everyone's support and love. Barakallahu feekum. Yeah, the walk was it was good. It was good, a bit tough at the start, trying to find a bit of a rhythm, whether to walking too fast, walking too slow, dealing with people, encountering people passing by as they give me weird looks. Didn't really have, as obviously time progresses, people are at work, so there's less people in the streets, so yeah, I encountered less of that, and just, so I wasn't distracted by that. So I got more into reflecting, listening to my Quran, considering the perspectives in the world today, how fortunate we are, how much of a blessing this is. And yeah, alhamdulillah, likulli hal, man, wallah, I've really enjoyed this experience. Honestly, I would say it's life-changing. I would go far and say it's life-changing, because honestly, when you have 5 hours to yourself doing something productive that you wouldn't usually do, honestly, it forces you to develop, to think in a particular way, to be considerate, to be reflective, to be appreciative of particular things that you take for granted in life. So yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely blessed, and I couldn't have done it without you. The final, obviously the theme of this was the road to the final, i.e. the walk from my house to the stadium, where Algeria will be playing Morocco in the third match, subhanAllah, where the winner takes it all, the glitz, the glamour, the fame, the beauty, the bragging rights, the trophy, the gold, whatever. Will Algeria be third time lucky? Will they get will they seize the redemption when presented to them, or if presented to them rather? Or will Morocco cement their legacy as the best African and Arab team out there in the UK? Link is gonna be, I think tickets are gonna be released soon for purchase. Will be released soon for purchase, so watch that space. If you want to, please donate. Just because the walk has ended doesn't mean we stop there. It's a continuous thing. Sadaqah is a continuous thing. This thing is continuous itself. So please donate. There's no cap on generosity. Yeah, because every heart deserves to beat, and every heart will beat, inshallah ta'ala. Thank you very much. New River Stadium, we are here.